Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. This is the second time I've had to make this video because I realised that Tracy Chapman was playing in the background of the previous take and I can't post that to YouTube, obviously. It's so annoying. But yeah, basically that Tracy Chapman album is all I've had on my CD player for about 2 years, and every now and again I like press play and listen to it, and today was one of them times. But basically it's got nothing to do with the content of the video. The video is just basically, I'm going to make it shorter because the last one was like 20 minutes. It's basically to say, it's in relation to the picture that I posted on my community page, which is now called Post, which makes no sense because it's not just supposed to be a one-way conversation, even though that's how I'm being forced to interact on YouTube, that it's just like a one-way conversation. That's not life, bro. Like, that's just censorship. That's just like control and censorship and like sanctioning people. That's not real life. Anyway, they've changed it to Post anyway. Because at the end of the day, like, people do build communities on YouTube. That's the point. There's no point just doing it so you're just like talking to yourself all the time. That's not the point. That is actually like crazy making. That's like nonsense. Anyway, that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is about the fact that people do spell work. Basically, I've had this happen a few times, and sometimes like candles have like completely shattered, so it's like you get to the candle and it's like broken up into pieces. This one was still kind of like in the candle holder shape, but there was a crack in the glass, and then when I got to it, the wick was like horizontal, and then that's how the flame had like cracked the glass. And that's just really weird. Like, candle wicks don't just go horizontal. It's just really weird. But anyway, this video is about just the audacity of nut jobs who just think they can have access to anyone's energy like that. They can just pay anyone, pay any practitioners to do these spell work, to do what they want to do, and have that kind of entitlement. No, it just goes back. It just gets caught. It just gets caught by a flame and then sent back. That's like even excess most of the time. That's very rare. That's when the spell work is like heavy. That stuff like that happens. Most of the time it just gets sent back. Like, it's not even, doesn't touch that far for the candle to have, the glass to have to break like that, because the energy it's transmuting is so much. But yeah, that's just pathetic. Like, I'm sorry, but God didn't put me in isolation to do my work so people can just do spell work from wherever they're at, to have access to what it's nowhere near evolved enough to have. That's why they're doing the spell work, because they're not doing their own inner work to just reach a point in life where they have things off their own merit, and that's it. Like, you don't just steal energy, steal resources, steal any form of energy, like, we are all energetic ecosystems, and nobody has any right to access any part of your energetic ecosystem, whether that be your body, your the situation that you build around you, anything like that you've created from your own energy without your consent. That's it. It's just basic law and order, and there's repercussions for that. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you think you are. It doesn't matter what money you have. At the end of the day, it's your spiritual hierarchy that counts. And if you're favored by God, and people who do that kind of bullshit are not favored by God. They're like desperate. They're desperate and impoverished. You don't do that. If you've got, it's people who've got screws loose that do that kind of bullshit. They're not healthy people. There's more money than sense. It's really desperate, deprived people that do that. It's not normal, healthy people. And also, it's just really, above all, it's just cowardice to the like nth degree. It's the worst kind of cowardice, because they're not actually hitting you so you can fight back, or doing anything to your face so you can actually fight back. It's just pathetic. It's so pathetic. And this has been happening to me actually for like years, like since 2020, since 2020, 2019, 2020. Is like the worst of it. The very, very worst has been since 2022. And it's just like, well, I'm not dead. You know, all the things that people do this thing for, you know, to steal everything that you have and try to destiny swap with you and all of that. It's not happened yet after all this time. All of this money, all of this time, all of these attempts. It's not working. Like, none of it's working. None. Zilch. It's just not working. So go and do like what you're meant to do. Don't go trying to steal what's not been given to you. At the end of the day, people don't know what God's done in someone's life to get them to where they are. People don't know any of that. You just can't assume. Like, people are so shallow these days, so shallow and pathetic. It is so, I don't know, man. It's just not even worth, like, it's not even worth the energy and stuff. But all of these people that, like, people don't realise that spell work is not just like people doing animal sacrifices and all of that disgusting shit, all that sadistic shit, all of that sex magic and all of that disgusting shit that people do. Yeah, that does happen. That's when they really get desperate. That's when they really, really get desperate and try to like be super vampiric with people's energy. But it's just as basic as spouting bullshit from your mouth. If you speak bullshit over people's lives that you've got no place doing that, watch the lick that you're going to get back from God. Just watch. It's very simple laws of physics. It's not that hard to understand. It's not that hard to understand. It's very easy. In fact, even the dumbest people like Donald Trump could understand it. But yet, he still thinks he's above the laws. So let's see what happens to him. I can't wait. I literally can't wait. But speaking bullshit out of your mouth where you've not got any place, you've not literally got no place to be speaking stuff, like you've got no foundation for anything that's coming out of your mouth. Watch the consequences. Just watch. That people don't realise that kind of bullshit is spell work. It's spell work. But it just goes back. It just goes back at the end of the day. It's just a waste of money, waste of energy, when they could just be focusing on their own backyard. Like, at the end, just focus on your own backyard. That's it. It's not really that hard. It's not. Just mind your own business. Do your own path. End of story. Don't violate people's free will, because that's a very serious crime and has very serious consequences. I've spoken about it on the channel before. But yeah, I think that's the end of the message. That's the end of the message. Yeah, and also, like, people might not know that, like, when your candle cracks like that, it might be because of spell work, but someone might see this and then realise, oh yeah, that makes sense for me, so that's why I'm putting it out there. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well, and subscribe if you're not subscribed, like the video, and it's free, helps me out. I'm blackballed still, you know, so any little support like that really does help. And yeah, thanks for being here, whether you're new or an OG subscriber to the channel. Love yous. See you in the next video.